Hey, welcome to Video Marketing Unscripted, where I answer hi. Hey, I'm Ben. Welcome to Video Marketing Unscripted, where I answer your video marketing questions completely unprompted. Insert witticism here. Anthony, what's our question today?
Well, Ben, today's question is from Lauren in Charlotte, and she would like to know, what sort of preparations should I make to ensure a successful video campaign?
Good question. I think to have a successful video campaign, you've actually got to go all the way back to your initial strategy. So what is the video content that you're making? Is that the right content to make? What are my goals? What is the audience that I'm speaking to? What are the channels that I might be speaking to them through? And once you kind of assess those things, think about your concept. Does your concept accomplish those goals? Does it speak to those audience? Can it be used on those platforms? If not, adjust and move forward. And once you get through that kind of strategic phase, then you start on pre-production. So every creative question that you've got to answer can kind of be crafted by those goals, that audience, those distribution channels. If you're at a fork in the road, which one better serves what you're trying to do? So through pre-production and then into production, you've got to execute properly on creating the piece that you set out to create. Once you've created the piece, then of course you've got to do the work. You've got to create all of the digital assets that you need to execute your campaign. So where are the places that you're going to put it? Are you going to put it on your website? Are you going to post it to Facebook? Are you going to do an Instagram promoted campaign, something like that? All of those platforms need different digital assets, whether it's the cut of the video, whether the call to action needs to be a little bit different. You don't want to create one video that says learn more on our site, embed that on your site, have someone watch the video, and you're directing them to where they already are, for example. You also want to consider thumbnails. If you can upload a custom thumbnail, what do you want that thumbnail to be? Something attention getting, right? Something that screams to that audience, hey, watch this. This is fun. This is informational. This is for you, whatever it may be. And then there's probably another thing you want to think of, but it just left my mind. And then maybe how can you get creative with some of your channels too? Let's say you're using email. Don't necessarily just drop a thumbnail with a play button in your emails. Maybe use an animated GIF for your thumbnails. Draw people's attention to that thing that you want them to click. So now that you've got the thing out there, you might want to consider promoting it. So you want to look into paid ads on Facebook or Instagram, or again, depending on the channels that you've decided to use, how can you get more of the right sets of eyes on the content? And then the last thing you want to do, and it's all kind of a loop, is analyze that content, analyze those campaigns. What information, what metrics can you track that tell you, yes, this was a success, no, this was a failure, or we learned something about our audience by their behaviors. We thought our audience was going to engage with this content, and the metrics show us that they did not. So what of our initial strategic assumptions was maybe wrong, or was it something in the execution that we messed up? What can we learn from those analytics so that we can go all the way back to the beginning, and when we start strategizing for our next campaign, can we do it a little bit better? So the key there is then just like wash, rinse, repeat, right? So you strategize, you produce, you distribute, you promote, you analyze, and what did you learn from that analysis before you go into the strategy of your next campaign? And over and over and over again, if you're paying attention to what your audience is actually telling you, your campaign should be getting better and better. So Lauren, I hope that answers your question. If you've got a video marketing question you'd like me to answer, submit it in the comments or fill out the form on our site. You're welcome.